Hey guys, it's going to be a quick one here. This is Wumblue from Cadence Radio. Just checking in. Today is October 30th, one day before Halloween. Hopefully, all the little kids tomorrow are going to be nice and safe and have fun. Be safe, that's the biggest thing. Um, just talking about the little bit of current events here. I'll get you updated here. I'm teaming up with one of my friends here, Maveen. Check out his website, discoveryourlife.com. He has great things there to help with daily life issues, daily life stress. He's quite big in meditation. We do need that. That's my thinking there. We do need to meditate a little bit more because we are coming into some stressful times here. Hopefully everything does work out. I know there's a big event happening next week. As you can say, it's the midterms, the USA midterms. Hopefully that the right people do win, and then we can continue on purging these psychopaths, I call them. Hopefully it can be pulled off, but I have a feeling that big things are coming. It's going to be a very hectic end of the year, but I think we're going to come in strong. I think the good guys are going to win. I'm up in Canada. I know we just did this big trade. We just passed. Kudos to Mr. Trump. I say kudos to Justin Trudeau, because you really need to get along with your neighbors in order to prosper, especially when it comes up to these trades. So, and kudos to Mr. I don't know his name, Mexican president, and congratulations to Mr. Brazil there, who won an election. It is coming to pass that this is going to be a very enlightening time with the events which are unfolding this year. I think 2019 is just gonna ramp up even 10 times more. I think 2020 is when we're gonna see a huge change regarding how our republic is gonna be, and that's across North America. It's going to be across Canada. It's going to be across USA. Um, but mind you, psychopaths. If you don't get rid of them, don't kill them. Those hide, come back. I'm not condoning killing anybody. I just want to tell you that you need to actually contain them. That'll be a better way to saying it. And the biggest thing to for that to happen is basically taking away the money pots, the money pits, wherever you see them. The fiat dollar, the biggest thing, the biggest culprit is, of course, the Federal Reserve. Us in Canada, we drove towards a little bit of socialist government. We do, we get taxed a high amount. It's about 30%, I think. 30% doesn't matter. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter you're rich, poor, middle class. 35%. But it does give you free health care, all that stuff. But you know, lots of people do struggle with that. I think taxing is a form of it's a form of theft, and lots of people, you're paying into this pot, and most of it ain't going to what you want. It ain't going to your health. It ain't going to your education. It ain't going to your kids. It's going to some other banker's fat pockets. So what's the biggest thing to do? I think you just take on these banks. There's a lot of law. You can't. We need to really look at changing the laws, because actually these laws are written by these bankers. You get away with a whole lot of things. They can say whatever it is. There's one law which no one knows. If you deposit money in your bank and you think that's your money, it's actually the bank's money. You try to take it out, they can hold it for you, hold it on you because it's on their property. So it's theirs. So for you, you just allow them. It's within the law. They allow you. You can put it in, and they can hold it. So, mind you, if I was a millionaire and I went in and when I won $1 million straight cash, they ain't gonna give that to you. They'll give you like a bank draft or cashier's check or something of that matter of fact, because that money belongs to them. It don't belong to you no more because you willfully gave it to them, you know, and they just give you a number, little card number, the pin number, and all that stuff to do it on. But all in all, my biggest thing is, in order for us to be very, very, really free, is to get rid of these bankers, to get rid of the system they have us in, where we're getting taxed to the max, don't even know where your money's going, don't even know what's happening to it, and you're reaping the debt, man. So lots of panicking, lots of stress to our people. You know, what else can you do? What else can you do when you're trying to make some ends meet? But hopefully, everything will be even keel when it's all said and done, and I believe it's going to be. You know, these guys have been eating the pie and not sharing it, and hopefully, and us working for it so they can eat for it. These people don't do nothing. They just count money, make laws. You try to break the laws, they'll put you in prison, or they just kill you, or just make your life a living hell. You know, so when the even kill happens, when we take some of that power back, us the people, we'll see a difference for sure. You know, I know. I just started this podcast about a couple years back. My friend is really urging me to really take it to the next stratosphere. To tell you the truth, for me, I just want people to hear it. That's it. If you don't want to hear, you don't have to. You know, I got some good poignant points in here sometimes. I'll throw you some nuggets for you to research. Please research. Please check out Above Majestic. This great documentary by Corey Good, David Wilcock. One of the up and coming risers, Jordan Sather. I think he said he directed and produced it. Check it out. It's basically one of the craziest, most formative documentaries you're ever gonna see. It's all about alternative energy. It's all about extraterrestrials. These guys, well, one of them, Corey Good, I think, Emmett Smith, they've lived it. They know this is true, and the information they've got, and this is a hardcore truth. You know, they got evidence to back it up. You know, and hopefully that community, I'm like almost like a bug in the wall. So bug on the wall, listen to this community and stuff. I applaud Mr. Corey Good for withdrawing that lawsuit of copyright infringement on people, because he knows that could have stagnated that community, and hopefully that community does come together, and hopefully it gets everybody on the same page in the truth. You know, there's a lot of people in our community are a little bit different. There's lots of people who want facts, research, like Richard Dolan, and also Corey Good. He has his side of the story, but no evidence to prove it. But when listening to this guy, like for the last 2-3 years, you know, it's kind of hard to really doubt him on that. It's kind of hard to doubt him. The stuff he knows, it's unbelievable, and hopefully they can come together, and hopefully when it hits, you're gonna see that evidence, and I believe it is coming up very very soon. Keep doing you guys' thing, David Wilcock. Keep doing your thing. Give a shout out to Mr. Dustin Nemos. Give a shout out to Miss Sarah Westall, and and the biggest thing is just for me is you just got to seek some truth. Seek the truth as much as you can. And there's a lot of people who steer you from that. I'll try my best not to steer you from it. Like I said, I'm pretty brand new at this. So more will be coming. I'm gonna get an in-depth interview. I would have had an in-depth interview with one of my close friends, Mr. Malathopoulos, Taryn. Check him out. I don't know if he has a website or anything, but he has a lot of albums. Some of those albums, I'm on them. So hopefully we can search for that truth, and basically if we know the truth, I think it's going to enlighten us more. I think it's going to send us a little bit more, and I think we're going to have a better understanding of where we come from and who we are. In my bottom of my heart, I feel that we should not be waking up till the day you're born. You have like 6, 7, maybe 16 years getting education and working till the rest of your life, and then with your fruits of your labor thinking that, and then you just drop dead. I don't think we should be working 8 hours, 9 hours a day. I don't think that's gonna put us in. I don't think that you go to school, get a good job, you educate yourself into this skill you want, and basically with that skill you keep on going with it till the day you die. I think that it just marginalizes a lot of people, and I think that I think we as human beings to grow, we need to expand our horizon. Yeah, it was a little bit of a glitch there. Like I said, we as human beings, we should really, I think we're saying more. I think we can discover who we are, and to start all that off, I think it's gonna be for us to ascend. There's a lot we need to know, and I don't think it's mostly over here on Earth, but I think the universe in particular. And once we know this, once we understand us, once we get access to that and the freedom for us to do that, I think the sky's the limit for us. I was listening to David Wilcock, and he said, and Corey Good, he says that he had he met one of these extraterrestrials that said that we human beings, we have all the components of the universe. We're one of the sought after treasures. Imagine that. But imagine if we take back our power from anybody who wants to hold it into us, and then unleash that. Unleash it for good. Imagine what we can do. So hopefully we can come about and bring ourselves together. But like I said, I'll be spitting truth. Cadence Ray's going to be spitting truth as much as it is. Please, like I said, here's the biggest snippets next week. If the USA or whatever, good luck to you. Like I said, my prayers are in. I have a feeling that it's going to be a great change coming. And I'm watching. And the reason why I'm doing this is just to get that word out. So everybody, stay tuned next week. Be vigilant all around your surroundings, and make sure that everything's all good to go. I'm signing out. It's Woomaloo from Cadence Radio. Here's my little mini blog. We'll get more in depth, a little bit more when I have some guests on, and then we'll go from there. All right. Peace.